everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom, or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé Season 10. They finally got it right because last week they said 11, then the previews was 10, so it's Season 10, Episode 2, and the episode is called We Are Gathered Here Today. Now, let me just say, before I begin, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, join the family. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave your comments so I know what you thought about these couples and what's going on so far in this season, whether you're here on live or on the replay. Let us know how you feel about what you've seen so far. And then tell a friend that Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom does the 90-day franchises, the 90-day fiancés, The Other Way, The Love in Paradise, the tell-alls, The Last Resort, all of that over here on this channel. And I also heard the Family Chantel is coming back in November, so we'll be doing the Family Chantel as well when it comes back on. And I also heard that Scott from The Love in Paradise with Lydia will be making an appearance on the Family Chantel. So again, more mess coming up in the next couple of weeks. So on last night's episode, or whenever you got a chance to watch it last night or today streaming, listening to it at work, or however you watched it, we had Geno and Jasmine, we had Ashley and Manuel, Sophie and Robert, Nikki and Justin, or is it Nikki and Egor? I mean, as time goes on, we'll have to fill out what we're going to call Justin, because Justin's not his name is Egor. So it's kind of weird to say like both, right? So anyways, and then Nikki's mom also made an appearance on the show as well. And let me just say, overall, again, this was the second episode and I really thought it was a great episode. I never thought I would say this, but I even thought that even like Geno and Jasmine's part on the show was an eye-opener, and I was on the side of Jasmine with this one, and I never would have ever have thought that I would be on the side of Jasmine with this, because Geno, oh my gosh, like he should have hired some handy help around the house, or something. Went online, Googled like housekeepers or someone to help him get stuff cleaned up and together for your guest that's coming. I mean, but anyways, we'll get into it. So let me see who's in the chat, and then I'll drop the link shortly because I'm not going to keep y'all. So, hey, girl, hey, we have Miss Tamika in the house. Hello. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and feel free to chat with us. Hola to Frappes and Tea. Hola. And Miss Cynthia, hello there. How are you? And the Jasmine Show, hello to you. Frappes and Tea. He said, we still didn't meet the guy with the mom in the closet. I know. You know what? I cannot wait, because if we already have this type of drama already on episode 2, I can't even imagine the drama with the 3 other couples we haven't seen in the mom in the closet. Like, there's no way, in my opinion, that you can explain to me why your mom, anybody, is in the closet sleeping with the door closed. Anyways, okay. Tamika, yes, Geno's nasty. And Jasmine Show, you said Geno's house was as musty as his house. Okay. Musty, dusty, dark. It looked like he's already prepared for the Halloween holidays, just like dark and dreary. Jasmine thought it was dark and dreary when she stepped off the plane in Michigan. No. That just followed her over to Geno's. I'm like, Geno, you took all this money flying back and forth to, let me see if I can say it like Geno, Panama. All this money you sent to Jasmine, but you can like get new sheets and nothing, Geno? Come on. I mean, priorities, right? So I'm going to go ahead and drop this link and then we'll get started, because that right there, I just couldn't, Geno. I was expecting better. I really was, especially with, he claims the job he has, or I should say the career he has, the type of money he's making, and just, traveling back and forth and really giving Jasmine everything that she wants, whether it be cash and living in a condo, penthouse, wherever in Panama, and those flights, and you can't even like update your decor. You don't have like no flameless candles. You don't have no new curtains, no new dishes. Like you didn't think to get any of this stuff. Now I know that this could be like looked at as like more of a woman type thing, but still, like make it nice, because when she went over to Panama, Jasmine had her stuff nice, right? She had nice stuff with his cash. So I don't get anyone, but since we're talking about Geno, I don't get Geno in this way about him. It makes no sense. I'm going to read some comments and I'm going to get to you backstage, okay? So I see you back there. Frappes and T says, Geno's, you know what? I'm skipping that. Sorry. Cynthia says, Geno's place gave me the creep. And Bill Foster Dog Mom says, Geno's bachelor pad, a home for the guy with no taste, style, and taste. Yeah, but it was more than just a bachelor pad, though. I get it. If you're a bachelor or bachelorette, this is your pad, right? But I'm just saying, with the amount of cash that he sent to Jasmine, you would have thought that he would have had a better setup. That's all I'm saying. You would have thought he did, but I mean, it's not like he's wearing fedora hats, Fendi hats, Burberry hats. He's wearing regular old baseball hats. So clearly, I don't know. Are you ready backstage? Are you ready backstage? Okay, here we go. Hello there. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Did you get a chance to watch the episode?
Yes.
Now the comment, I'm gonna put it back up, Frappes and Tea, but I'm gonna get to it.
I've got comments on everything.
Let's just. The toilet hadn't been since 2020. I don't think that toilet been clean. That toilet need to be replaced. Listen. And then you had like a Yule log floating around there. How you forget?
Flushing the toilet is something that we learned when we were 4 years old, after you use the bathroom, whether it's a little or a lot.
Right.
We laughed about it.
I was blown away. And then he had the nerve to be like, oh, what is this on the floor? Your dog made a little gift. I mean, did it really matter that the dog, yes, the dog should be house trained, but I mean, it went with the decor. No shade, but it went with the decor. Because I'm like, the rugs weren't clean. If you let your Yule log in the toilet, and the way the toilet looks, nothing else.
That's what I was smelling in the house.
Nothing else is dusted. He talked about, yes, we've all sent on our sheets before, at least I have, with the lotion and stuff. But you would think you would get new sheets and new comforters. Geno, come on. Geno, I just never thought I would be on Jasmine's side with this. So anyways, I see you backstage. Let me read 2 more comments. Frappes T says, Jasmine had on her Burberry scarf. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And you also say we know Geno don't wash his hands.
Clearly.
That part just escaped me. I was like really with my mouth open watching the whole scene at Geno's place. Are you ready backstage? Okay. Welcome to Jasmine Show, Jasmine.
See.
Y'all trying on Geno and Jasmine. First of all, let me say that I thought it was funny when she's like, is this the air conditioner? I'm like, girl, it's not even snowing yet. I mean,
right. I wonder when did she get here? Because she didn't get here in the summer. Not with the bushes looking like that. And it was like, no, it was cold in the morning. So I wonder what month she actually got here.
I don't know. You live where it's cold. So when does the cold snap take place? Like, what are this start to finish roughly? Like, when is it? Like now to maybe March?
I mean, it's been cold. Yeah, now to about March, April, depends.
I think the 90-day franchise is a year behind, just based off of what was that, Muhammad and Nicole? That was a year behind. So I think they're a year behind. So it was probably last year. So that's how I look.
Yeah, because I'm like, I thought she literally got here this year in the summer.
Well, clearly not.
Yeah.
Frappes and T said she's going to make Geno buy her for a Coke. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think, Miss Jasmine? And yes, ma'am, long time no see.
I am Team Jasmine this time. First and foremost, Geno is not like, he's one of those people that look like he could be in shape, but he's not at all. Like, we seen him like try to work out and stuff. And after seeing all the sodium in his freezer, all the cans in his house, not a fresh vegetable in sight.
Hey, Devontae.
I understand why he can't run or do anything. You know? So good luck to Jasmine is all I'm gonna say, because it's a reason that man is single and getting women from other countries to marry, because
Clearly
American women are probably running.
Yes. What? I'm really flabbergasted by Geno. I really am, because I just didn't think that. I mean, I know some men with their bachelor pads, you know, they may not be as up to date, but like nothing was up to date. Nothing was ready to go. Like he didn't have, isn't she vegetarian? He didn't have nothing ready for her.
Vegan. Yeah.
yeah, she's vegan.
So I just like, the dog didn't have nowhere to be. I'm just like, what is happening here? So, yeah, he just thought that was like, what's the problem? I mean, this is Panama. I was like, how's he? Geno, come on, Geno.
Then he got the flag upside down.
Yeah, Panama has the same living standards as the U.S. for the most part. So you can't even use, like, it's funny because normally it's the opposite, where like the people are like, oh, I'm from a third world country and the U.S. is nicer or whatever. But this time it's the opposite. She was living better in Panama than she is with him. But I'm glad. I did like her hair. I thought it was cute. I'm glad she cut it because she know what's up.
Yeah. Frappe T says, if Jasmine had an agenda, she would have let Geno keep eating those frozen and canned foods. I guess. And then Phil Foster Dog Mom says, Geno actually looked happy that Jasmine was in the U.S., probably because he won't have to spend all that money going to Panama. I guess. His money just went, as far as I'm concerned, went to the trash. I know that's a little harsh, but I mean, if all she did was get surgery and you did nothing for yourself on the back end, and then you quit your job took a leave of absence for a whole year, and then back in your mind, you're trying to figure out where your money's coming from. Like, his priorities at his age, way off.
Way off. Yeah.
Anyways, I even type here, I'm like, Geno didn't even seem like he was embarrassed. You know?
He wasn't.
Because that's his regular. Like, would you be embarrassed if you didn't think anything was wrong with how you were living? Like,
exactly.
I feel like a lot of men can live by themselves or with other men, but that standard is completely different from when you have a woman. I was dying laughing when she said, I can't wait to smell it. I was like, I don't want to smell no man's house that live by himself for the most part. So I was like, don't say smell.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was it for Geno and Jasmine, unless y'all want to chime in on that, because they really didn't have too much going on. All right. So I'm in a toss up. So we'll just move to Ashley and Manuel. First of all, once she got past her panic attack and they had her sister meet at the airport, I already have an issue, a small beef with this couple right here. Already, I do. One, she's not being honest with him. Two, he's not being honest with her. First of all, how do you leave your whole entire country and nobody know where you at? And you're going to tell them when you get here, oh, I'm in America. How does that work? Number two, you practice a whole different situationship. You know he's Catholic. You know he's not going to like that. You know there's a stigma attached to what you're practicing. But yet you have a problem when he's trying to tell you about why he don't like this, and you think he's not being serious, and trying to convince him like, oh, baby, you know me. Have I ever been evil to somebody? Have I ever? I mean, we don't know what you do on the back end, and neither does he. Right? I already have a bit like this. How does this even work? Now, I will give them props for her knowing Spanish. I'll give her that, because a lot of people don't know the language.
That was the biggest one. I was like, okay, I can see this. We can work with this, because these people never can speak the same language, and just always a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. I was like, at least they speak the same language.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. And it seemed like the sister spoke some Spanish too.
She definitely understood. And let me say this, red flags, and I just gave this speech myself to somebody the other day. Red flags never turn green.
Nope.
Tamika, I would like a shirt. I was going to message you for real. Red flags turn green.
I got you.
So, I mean, what's up, Devontae?
Hey,
Oh, how y'all doing?
Good. But it's just like
I was finishing the episode. My bad. That's why.
But it's just like this couple, they already starting off. I mean, they've known each other for 7 years. They're in a relationship previous to this. Now they're getting back together. He snuck off to a whole nother country. He comes in her house. There's a black cat. That's already throwing him off. The we'll just call them Halloween decorations. Okay, because we're not bringing no negative energy over here. The Halloween decorations is throwing him off. You know, he's like, it's the opposite of Geno. And Jasmine like, oh, it's very dark in here. I'm like, yeah, you just wait.
Just hold on.
Right? Then he's like, where's the door? Right? Then she was like, oh, well, yeah, that's, you'll say hello to the Rico Suave. Oh, no, he sleeps in the bed. He's like, oh, no, he got.
I'll sleep on the couch.
Right? She's talking about the dog can do what he wants. And he said the dog got to go. That's how I put it. The dog's got to go. I'm like, you haven't been here for a whole 30 minutes yet. And it's already left. There's no door. The dog got to go. It's dark. You talking about the what you practice. Just everything is already like a problem. So I want to know, how is it that they made this relationship after 7 years and now, you know, she's so in love, she's having a panic attack as if, you know, she don't understand why he don't understand the reason why she does what she does. What do y'all think about Ashley and Manuel so far? Red flag.
It is a red flag.
It is, yeah, definitely.
I kind of am Team Manuel. Okay, sorry. I don't want to sleep. First of all, if you ain't seen your lady in months, you can't have sex with a dog in the bed. I'm sorry, you can't.
True.
So no, I'm like,
not even looking.
Right, the dog just sitting there looking at you. No, absolutely not. And also, I'm with him about the no door in the bedroom. Why is there no door in the bedroom? I need to know. And he said, not only did I like that he came up with solutions. Like, he didn't like, oh, I don't like this, change it. He was like, it's no door in the bedroom. I'm going to put one up tomorrow. I was like, I like this.
Yeah. Frappes and T says, I do have to say there was some ignorance of what he was saying about witches. I mean,
I think that's common.
But that's what he knows.
Common.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially
How many people know about witches?
Somewhere, like, he's not from, like, it's not like he's been immersed. I feel like most people haven't been immersed in, like, to witchery and stuff like that. Like, we don't know what brujeria is doing. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's becoming more mainstream, but if he's not from, like, a major city or been around that, like, of course, like, you should have told him this before that. Like, I feel like she's trying to bait and switch him a little bit. So I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. What was you going to say, Devontae?
Oh, I think she's crazy. I already know what he dealing with. That's a psychopath waiting to happen. Everything, she going to try to control everything. And first of all, when she a witch, it's a no. As soon as you would have said witch, she be like, "What? So if you get mad at me, you going to put a spell on me? Like, what's going on? Like something? Like, till you do right by me? No. The dog in the bed is just like, and then first of all, it started with the panic attack. Okay, so you was having a panic attack. You perfectly parked your car, perfectly found your sister, walked to your sister,
and start crying again.
Perfect. Right. I was like, was you having a panic attack or your heart was just beating?
I don't know.
I don't know if it was a panic attack. She was just getting overwhelmed. Like,
anxiety.
It was anxiety. I understood through the screen at least what she was experiencing, but also, girl, pull over. Like,
why is you getting an anxiety attack about somebody you going to pick up?
She didn't know she hadn't heard from him since he touched down in the U.S.
Oh, I mean, would do his phone work? She ain't transfer.
It wasn't delivering.
It wasn't on.
Nothing was delivering. So, like, if you send a message to somebody and it never says deliver, like, you don't know if.
Oh, so she thought he may have got caught up in customs and.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and his visa had expired the next day or something.
Yeah, he only had like 1 day on his visa, so that's a big deal.
Well, he ain't got to worry about it. He'll be going back.
But I
Sure of it.
I do think is a bait and switch with her too. I really do, because you know what? If once you're a certain age, in my opinion, you're adulting, you don't have to lie about nothing, especially if you want someone to come into your life. There's no reason to lie, because now you have to dial back that lie and try to justify that lie. And then something that's truly outside of what you feel is normal or to your religion, whatever, to go into something like this, like why would she think that he would accept that? You know what I'm saying? So clearly she doesn't think he would, because she kept it a secret. And he did say he's very Catholic. Now,
Did she touch her phone? You know how she touch her phone and then she goes,
I thought she was just looking down.
that too. Now too, sorry. But remember when she went outside and talked to producers, talk about I'm a MF and right? I was like, was it that serious though? Was it sad? I mean, why aren't you saying this to your partner?
Right.
Why aren't you saying this to your partner? And it hadn't even been a whole day yet. So I just have a real problem with this relationship, because I don't think neither one of them have been honest. And I'm gonna tip the ball to her more so, because this is what she believes, feels, practices, her lifestyle, and hasn't told him so.
I feel like this is the equivalent of Danielle and Muhammad, but Danielle was lying about finances, and now she's lying about major beliefs.
Yeah.
Danielle and Muhammad.
Yeah.
That's old school. Okay.
Yeah. And it's starting off wrong. So
that's what I'm saying. So for them, I mean, next week with them, when he meets the mom, yeah, that's gonna be something else. All right, so let's move to Sophie and Robert. You know what? I don't want to put a label on Robert, but I'm getting anger issues with Robert.
Which one is Robert? I don't know the name.
Who is that?
Robert is
that's the Inglewood guy.
Yeah, that's the one with no bathroom.
Listen,
I'm getting anger issues too. Yeah, I got
anger issues. And
I have a huge question. He got a Porsche?
No, that was a Chrysler.
I said
that thing was nice.
No. I said, why is he driving an old school? Y'all ready? Devontae, this might be a little too old school for you. IROC Z by Nissan. Okay, that's what he was driving with the stick in the back. I said, not the stick in the back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. My uncle used to have that with the lights used to flick up.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Yeah, my uncle used to have. We used to sit in the back. Well, we used to lay in the back, because if it was, it's only two seats, so we had to lay in the window. Yeah, I'm not old school. What? From the trenches. What?
I did old school IROC Z with a stick to hold the trunk and a portable Bluetooth stereo. I said, Robert.
Oh, I didn't realize that that's what the stick was doing. I was confused. I was like, was the stick just in the car? He just set it right there for the time being while he was doing things? I didn't know it was holding up the trunk. Also, the little thing, the thing on the trunk broke. Oh, yeah.
All the way together. Listen.
Yeah, he told back.
This is red flag. This red flag season so far. And we haven't got to the closet. Red flags.
We haven't even got to the closet, guys.
We haven't got to the closet. Listen, I think he's got anger issues. I said, where do you start with this couple? I said, not the dance at the baggage claim and not pulling out another fashion ring like David did Mary on tonight's episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are these fashion rings coming from? Because let me tell you something, the wife said was fashion ring on the right hand. Because if you don't have no bathroom, okay.
He got an outhouse.
You don't have no bathroom. You don't have, no real place to go and, your neighborhood, stuff like that. That's not a real diamond. Because if you can afford a real diamond, you can afford someone better to live. I'm just saying, where's your priorities on this one? But he blaming Sophie for getting stuck in the elevator. He's like doing it. He's like, stop, wait.
Where was they at?
There look like
at the airport.
LAX
airport nasty. That door on that elevator, I was like,
that's an international.
I was like, what is all that dirty? It's just dirt. Nobody does everybody not clean elevator B?
I don't know.
Because I was confused. I was like, I know this ain't to where he lived. This is a bad impression.
Scrub with a stick in the bag. Yeah, hold on, let me read some comments real quick. Sharon says, sorry you're late. Oh, that's
Hey.
okay, Sharon. That's okay. You can still listen and catch up when you can. Frappe's T said the timing was off with the proposal. She had a 24-hour flight, let her rest. Exactly. Like he wanted everything now. Now he could have waited till they had their little churro on the little patio, the little plug-in pots, whoever set it up, and proposed then. He'd have to do all that then and give her attitude because the elevator got stuck. I'm like, where is...
And then that's the dance routine that you went to learn, boy. You hit a little wop, wop, wop. You ain't do that. That looked like the dance that they did on Love Don't Cost a Thing.
I want to rock dance.
Yeah, I was like, bruh. And then he brought this in the airport. I would have been walking by like,
But
I've been recording them like, I'm like,
reminded me of
this fool.
MC Hammer. Stop.
Right. But did you know he brought his stereo from the car, from the house?
So his car ain't got no radio.
No.
Oh, he down bad. What was I watching? I must have been skimming through.
I was confused because he said he was in Inglewood, but I'm like, I don't know what part of Inglewood looked like that. Like
the back
That's
of the
the west
Popeyes.
That's the west
a
side.
lot of nice areas in Inglewood, so that's why I was like, that's giving Compton. That didn't look like Inglewood to me.
And was it like he in the back of somebody's house? You know, people got like a little back house.
Yeah, it's called a ADU, what an additional dwelling unit or something. It's a California thing.
I mean, his wasn't that bad. I mean, it was spacious. He had a lot of stuff in there.
It wasn't spacious.
It was junky.
Like what?
It was junky.
That's because I'm a dude. Because I was like, I mean, he got the bed in the corner. That looked like at least a king. That looked pretty big. He got the TV right there. Like you just got to know how to maneuver. It was the sink.
So
it was the sink.
That's the problem.
He crammed more stuff in there because that's not what spacious means.
Right. Sorry.
I mean, maybe I'll say I wouldn't say it's spacious. It's more room than I thought it was gonna be based on when he was throwing down the combat strips.
It's basically it's a studio.
It's a studio, and he don't need no king size bed in there.
Man, they studio's different because the studios I know, you lay down at the door, you touching the back door, the front door, all of it. You make a little starfish like you outside in the snow. You touching everything. That's
Back
what I'm
in my
thinking.
day, when I lived in the studio, my couch was my bed. And my daughter had a bed in the corner. Yes, that was, back in the day when, times was a little tough.
Right. The same room. But here's the thing. For you specifically, Devontae, the spacious. First of all, he may have had a king size bed in there, but I mean, there was just a stove, just random, and then there was a sink, just random, and then he had his clothes random, and then he had the nerve to. And there's nothing wrong for those of you who thrift. I used to like to watch that show. What was called with Laura something, Thrift to Find or something like that, where they take the old stuff and make it new again. You know what I'm talking about, that show? That's what he looked like. He picked stuff off on the side of the street talking about, this is your dresser right here, and this is your little desk right here with your TV right here so we can game together. I'm like, priorities so we can game. First of all, take turns and get your money.
What does he do for work?
That's what I'm saying.
He
get your money.
DoorDash. That's a dasher.
He for real.
Because he got a DoorDash. He can't Uber and Lyft in a 2-door. So he not Uber and Lyfting. That's already crossed out. Can't do that. He either DoorDash, Amazon Flex, or he do like the grocery picked up.
What? Because how
he couldn't flex with that Amazon Flex car.
He can get 2 boxes in that car.
I ain't knowing him. He might tie it on the roof like Goofy. You never know what he'll do.
like Johan.
Yeah. But here's the trick though. Not just that. Not just him getting talking about she throwing off his vibe, and she just got off the plane. She really don't know what's going on. She's trying to freshen up, and she's like trying to figure out what's happening. But when they drove through like the police standoff, he's like, well, no, I've only heard like maybe 2 or 3 times this happened. I haven't heard
you a 2 or 3 time lie.
A night.
You drove past 6 different cop situations. If you only hearing one in California, I don't even live there. I know that's a lie.
Oh, is this a standoff? Must be a standoff.
let me clarify and say it can happen to anyone, any neighborhood,
Anywhere. Mm-hmm.
So let me just say that. But just where Robert, his living situation, it just gives that often. That's just what it gives. And I just want to know, we all trying to figure out what does he do for work, and does he have anger issues? Because that's what it's giving. And I think he was like being a little bit too hard on her because she wasn't doing anything but trying to figure out what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So she was trying to be nice about it, though. She's like, it feels like I'm living in a dream. That's why I typed, I'm like, girl, you in a dream, all right. Now,
a bad dream.
But didn't she live in like a better studio? Because it didn't seem like
Her
she
house
had a
was
room.
nice. It looked like a woman that was working hard to have a nice little studio.
It was
but
like a little townhouse or something. It was
cute.
Very nice. It was, I don't want to say uppity, but it was very upscale. That's the word.
Airy.
Yeah.
And vibrant.
Right. Because this right here.
Spacious. Dare I say spacious?
Dare you say spacious? Because this right here is not it. You know what I'm saying? Not it. So I want to know what she's going to do, because women go through things, right? When she goes through some things, when she's trying to use the restroom and is occupied.
Oh, that's a community bathroom?
Yes.
All right, so can we get to it for real though? Because I think that she's not here for the right reasons. I'm gonna say it. I don't think she's here for the right reasons because she kept saying, "Oh, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles." He's just like an added value thing, but I think that she is also into women more than men, and that's why she was on Bumble or whatever. And she's gonna get her little side girlfriend and go move on up and out.
Well, she did say now last night's show or whatever you watched it said that I'm now LA based. So, and that is her secret that, about being the bisexual, and now she's in LA. So she's like to, LA, London kind of thing. And also too, I'm not sure if you saw the show last week, whether this one or anybody else, but we were saying how now like her appearance has changed. We think that maybe she's going through some sort of identity crisis, since she talked about she was the only mixed girl in her area and she used to get bullied, and now her skin looks like, I'm not saying she bleached it, but it looks like she bleached
it. But the more I stare at her, I see the blackness. I can see it. I just be staring like, oh yeah. Even though you change your skin, I can see.
Yeah. For anybody, but you are who you are at the end of the day, So
I never saw the blackness. That's what was throwing me off. So I'm like, go back and look.
So do I.
I don't see stare at her while she talking. Not when they zoom up on. Just stare at her when she's sitting there talking, trying to get her points across. I'm like, oh, I can see you.
See, I didn't want to say it. But she's not that upscale. Her hair was synthetic. See the back view. I did see the back view, but since I got to wear some hair too, so I don't be saying nothing about nobody because my hair is not professional. Because sometimes it's $10, sometimes it's about $60. But
it looked good.
Thank you. But I did notice that about her hair, and I was like, somebody need to tell her she need to put her
down that bird's nest.
When she jump into that water.
Oh, she can't jump in the water with that. She got to take that
off. No, it's synthetic.
I'm talking about when she take that off. That's when you're going to figure out. We're going to figure out which side you really are on.
Right. Does she got a kitchen or not?
Because to me, they look, I think they're both attractive people, but they give me they look like, if you didn't know any better from me, I said last week, they look like they could be brother, sister, cousins, similar to me, in their pictures. So, there you go. Okay. All right. So let's move off past them. So let's get to Nikki and Justin / Egor. And this is what I typed out. Now, yes, Nikki's mom came to visit her as she was packing for a trip to Moldova. I did think that she had a lot of things on there that was probably unnecessary because Moldova also gives me cold. That side of the world, Russia, Moldova, Serbia, there's chilly over there all times of the year. You know what I'm saying? Not just one in winter, just like year round. But I'm just going to jump to Justin / Egor when he's talking to his friend. I typed out, and again, no shade. But this is how I viewed it. I was like, it's giving Tom Cruise Mission Impossible by the way they were sitting around the table talking. And yes, he speaks English, but it's broken. It just gave I don't know, kind of the little movie vibe feel to me. And I was like, does he really want to see her in person to see if she changed, or does he want to see her in person because he feels like he changed because now he had time to think about what's going on? Because in confessional, he said that, or maybe to his friend, he said that all these years apart, he had to question and take time off to see if he was really a man. You see what I'm saying? So I was getting like to see for him or for her. So I'm not sure if it's on the up and up for him. I think that she feels like she's going to have a relationship with him again after all these years, but I don't think it's 50-50. What do y'all think? Did you get the same vibe? Or no?
I kind of did, but I don't think it was fair to him because he was like, he had to question like if he really liked women or whatever. But I'm like, I don't think that he should be questioning that because she wasn't honest from the jump. So that's the difference. I'm like, technically, if I'm like, I'm looking at a woman, I'm thinking it's always been a woman,
right?
Then you shouldn't be questioning your sexuality at that point.
All right, and then you just drop it out there in the middle of an argument or whatever. How she dropped, she didn't even drop it off. She didn't even tell me in a nice way. Or like,
well, I used to be a man anyway. I'm like, damn, like, how you
right, like, whoa.
Can we rewind that? What?
Right, I used to be a man anyway, but what we gonna eat tonight? I'm like, what?
Let me go back to the name thing. So remember in Coming to America when he was like, his mama named him Muhammad. Listen, his mama named him Egor. I'm gonna call him Egor.
Okay.
Same thing with what's the other guy, the Dominican guy from New York?
Julio,
yeah.
No, it's Julio.
It's Julio.
Yes,
I mean, but he wanted to be called Julio.
But that's
she
weird.
didn't care.
Yeah. He was like, when I was younger, I looked like Justin Timberlake. Yeah, if you squint your ass.
Right. And I was like, no.
Because I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Maybe from the Mickey Mouse Club, Justin Timberlake.
And I think Egor trying to get to America.
I don't get that vibe, actually.
I feel like he trying. That country cold. They playing chess outside. He trying.
But that's what they do.
They do that in New York too.
But that's probably boring to him. You got to think, if you grew up like that, that's probably boring.
I don't know. I can't roll with you on that one. I don't think he wants to come to, because technically he could have stayed, I guess, if they worked out because they was in a relationship. He said he left to come home to get his mentals together because of the show he heard. So that's why I'm saying, that's why I said in the beginning, is she coming to Moldova? Well, no, does he want her to come to Moldova this time for him to see if he really can get past and the stigma of what people may or may not say? Or is she coming to pursue him? I think it's really on his side to see if he can move forward, since he had to take time off to see if he was a man. That's what he said. But Phil Foster Dog Mom says, I didn't realize that she had that much BBL. She looks overdone and his community will notice. Well,
she looks horrible.
She looks...
All right, that picture he said, show me the prettiest picture. And you showed the most, not like she was not good looking. It just wasn't natural. She was posing. It looked like it was edited. It was showing off the body. Like, nah. Call her right now and take a screenshot.
Wait till she get here. Because I was
she
like,
ain't got that makeup on, you be like.
She looked like Justin.
All right. Imagine her turning around in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh my God. He gonna go to the bathroom every day like, Egor. Why you think he in the future episode he said, yeah, I'm gonna have to get us a partner. He gonna do whatever you want him to do. You know, me and you just friends.
But didn't he say that they engaged?
You could be engaged to your friend.
No. Engaged in physical activity. Did I hear him tell?
That was before he found out. That was before she dropped the I'm a dude. I was born a man. Then what?
I guarantee you that's not her first time doing that though, is what it was.
No.
Because when she said when I had my transition, I didn't have any like gay friends and I only want to be hanging out with women. I'm like, oh, so you really was like disconnecting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe she didn't identify as a trans woman. She just wanted to identify as a woman.
Right.
It's a lot going on here.
Well,
It's
the word used on episode 1, I don't know if any of y'all remember, was called she was living stealth like a firefighter. But Frappes and T said knowing that he was intimate with her and not knowing her past traumatized him.
Of course. That's why he went back and was like, do I like women? Because I made love to her. What did I make love to? He's confused.
Right. Well, that's what Cynthia says. I feel bad for Egor.
And he probably did some research, and it probably like seeing all that stuff. I know it's probably like, I don't know. Like, imagine if he didn't watch how they reverse things. He probably just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, was it also last week's episode where I think so, where Nikki said that, you know, when she first got the surgery to remove and to replace, that when she felt her private area, she was like, oh, wow, whoa. So, you know, that clearly did. I mean, I think that would throw off anybody, especially if you hear the news well after the fact, because they had been in a relationship for a while before she admitted it, and she only admitted it during a fight. Now, let's jump back to Nikki and her mom. So I did hear a little bit of shade that Nikki threw to her mom when her mom told confessional that she didn't necessarily support Nikki the transition. For a couple of years they didn't speak because, you know, it was hard for her to realize that her son wanted to be a woman, right? And so she has concerns whether his family will be accepting. Now Nikki says that they know everything, so they're waiting to, you know, for her to come over there. And I'm like, if you know, in my opinion, like if you know that your son, we're talking about this because this is his situation, and you know what happened, I can see why they wouldn't be as accepting of you. You know what I'm saying? And you know how much additional surgery. She said more surgery since she's seen her last and since they've seen them last. So she truly is looking like a completely different person, like for real, right? But what Nikki said was, well, yeah, things take time, just like it took time for you too, huh, Mom? I was like, now's not the time to shade your mom.
Exactly.
In my opinion, now's not the time to shade your mom. I mean, she's here for you now. She's trying to.
Why is she acting like it shouldn't take time? I raised you as my son, and then my son comes to me out the blue and say, you want to live life as a woman, as I am a woman. That's confusing to me. Of course, I'm not saying she didn't have to accept it, but you got to give her time. That's something to really swallow. That's different.
Yes. Cynthia says what Nikki is doing is dangerous. She may run across the wrong man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's what I'm like, because I feel like Egor, I feel like he probably didn't even know like he wasn't familiar with trans coming from Dover like 20 years ago. No, he wasn't like that. So I'm like, you said that to the wrong man, you might be in the ground. Like it's very dangerous to do that. So
and not saying that you have to disclose yourself.
No,
don't. She don't look like
that. Don't even look like that now.
Absolutely not. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
He still looks
3 surgeries ago.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused because if he's 36 and this was 17 years ago, he was underage?
He was 19. That would make him 19.
Yeah, so that's why she was able to get.
He came over 17 years ago, not they met 17 years ago.
Well, he was either 17, 18, or 19. He was either on the cusp or just barely an adult. Either way, she was 30-something. So
she low-key groomed him
old enough to know better.
Right. What'd you say, Devontae?
I said she low-key groomed him a little bit. She kind of preyed. I think she preyed on his innocence a little bit because she just wanted that. She wanted some love. And you know, some people would lie, will tell you all kind of lies just to get some love because they don't believe in their mind. Most people not gonna accept you for who you are. So I'm gonna just lie to you. Oh well, when you find out, it'll be too late. You'll be too deep in love with me to leave me.
Yeah.
But he left.
But it's a dangerous situation in general when you live a particular lifestyle like this. You know what I'm saying? People aren't necessarily accepting whether you're dating them or just friends of the group or just people in general. You know, there's groups that don't like specific things about people, you know, whether this lifestyle or the color or whatever it may be. So it's very dangerous. And yeah, I'm just curious to know how that's going to work. Now, next week, when we see these couples again, we're going to see Ashley talking with her mom and with Manuel at dinner. Ashley, did y'all see that in confessional? Ashley said that Manuel has 2 teenage children and do they realize she's going to be their stepmama? I said, what? So not only did he come over. Yes. You know, if you watch Pillow Talk,
I'm going to watch Pillow Talk when we get off the phone. Yeah.
At the end of the Pillow Talk. So you have to watch that plus Pillow Talk. Sometimes you get 2 different things that was coming next week. So he left. His mom, his family don't know where he is, and he's got 2 children. So, and the mom is not happy. Nikki will be in Moldova, and Egor says we can do things in the daytime and not the nighttime.
I saw that.
Nikki said, no, you're not going to censor me. I was like, he's already censoring you, and you just touched down.
Yeah.
So,
but I think he's doing that for her safety, though, in his country.
Well, he probably is, but I mean,
it's messed up, but it's just like you not in America, so you can't expect them to just flaunt you around because these people, it might get real dangerous for you over here. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you should take what I'm telling you. Like, look, you ain't gonna be trying to be out at nighttime because people gonna be on getting drunk and all that. And when they really peep game, it's nothing I can do once somebody just blurted it out. What am I gonna do? And you in another country, what are you gonna do? Who you gonna call police?
Yeah. So, but still, I mean, that's their first outing. Is like, you know, we could do things in the daytime. I'm like, does she look like a just a daytime kind of girl? She looked like, you saw the stuff she was packing. She's trying to get it in. You know, so that's her lifestyle. You know, she's a performer too, so that's what she's used to doing. You know.
Wait, did you see when he went to? She saw him in the airport. She almost knocked him down. When she was like, "That's you still got a little masculine energy in you, honey," because she literally almost knocked him down when she jumped on him.
I saw your face, Jazz. I saw your face. I didn't notice that, Tamika. That one.
Go back and look at it.
That one dude, I think he got another family. I think he's just trying to leave his responsibilities, or he's trying to reply the Ecuadorian.
I can see that.
Talking about he got 2 kids. I'm gonna be their stepmama, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like him until he showed me a reason not to like him. But I'm Team Manuel right now.
Okay. I like I said, for me, it's mainly her, not him. That's a trip. I'm sorry, I had to send a text.
Her whole friend group was it was just everything about her just.
That was her sister, though. That was her sister. So
no, not the sister. Fine. I mean, she stuck with her. That's blood.
You mean at the dinner table coming up?
Yeah, all the friends. It's just they gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, does she speak fluent like Spanish?
Yeah, she is.
That
dog is gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be the end.
But the little breakdowns is gonna be an issue. She crying every other episode about something when she don't get her way. Why your dog can't sleep in the bed with us is a problem. Where's the dog gonna fit? You used to sleep alone with the dog. This is us. We both gonna be tossing and turning with a dog in the middle of us. And Jasmine was nasty because I missed that part. Her dog peed and they went straight upstairs. No. Get the pee first. Why would you let it marinate and go upstairs and check out the room?
It's fertilizer.
Gino, nasty. You left a turd in the toilet?
So we're saying a U-log in the toilet. And then the toilet was just as nasty as a U-log. But we'll get back
and she's slow. Why you acting like you didn't know what Michigan was? You ain't never Googled Michigan? Did it ever look like the most beautiful?
Don't come from my state. Don't come from my
with Michigan. But I'm saying it ain't compared to no Panama. You can't compare Ohio to Panama. Of course.
Panama. I will say I did read Jasmine saying, matter of fact, I saw it today. It was on IG. And someone asked her, like, you know, what she, like you said, she didn't Google what it would be in Michigan. And she said, it's not about Googling it. You have to live it. And I was like, I mean, that's true. You got
it look like did she come in like the winter time?
Yes. That was either the spring it had to be early. I mean, before it got, probably like March, because the flowers aren't bloomed at that time, and it's still kind of cold. Because it had to be February. Well, I'm trying to think if it was this year, because we didn't have no snow in March, so it had to be around March. Could have been April.
But do they
Early
have
April.
like winter where she's from, or is it
No.
always usually
No, I
hot?
think it's always a warm climate.
Tropical.
Yeah, so it's just like
Yeah.
you think it look dead looking, be like, nah, this just
No, it's really
the
not.
fall. It's actually beautiful. You're gonna sleep
It's a-
real good.
Yeah. Listen, I would say Michigan, even though it's Michigan, it's a very pretty state. Even downtown Detroit, if you go to the right areas, you go downtown like on the Riverwalk, you see the Canada, it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jasmine. You hear the people that live in the too cold weather talk about how cold it is up there, and we're just like, oh, okay.
Whatever. I'm busy. Listen,
I did. I got up off the cold weather. Okay,
come through. Come on.
I'm
definitely I'm coming to. Is it Grand something? Grand
Blank. Grand Rapids.
Maybe Grand Rapids. I don't know. My friend is graduating with his doctorate in May, so I'm gonna come to his graduation out there. He said the closest airport is Detroit, so.
Not to Grand Rapids. There's one closer to Grand Rapids. Find out where he coming. And then I think we follow each other on Instagram. Let me know, and I will give you a tour of us.
Of the D. It's so cold in
the D, honey. I'll take you to Motown Museum and everything. All of that.
All right, y'all.
On my dime.
Let me wrap it up. And then we got Jasmine in her nurse's costume trying to get Geno to use his blue pills, and then telling Geno while they're getting a massage about she spent the $10,000 on the butt implants and not the wedding dress. And Geno got the nerve to get mad. Listen, Geno's getting mad out the door. We saw your place. It's whatever. You deserve what you get, Geno. Sorry to tell you the way I tell you. And then Sophie confronts Rob about cheating, and he's like, when you gonna let it go? When you gonna let it go? I'm like,
oh Lord.
Boy.
Everybody's starting wrong.
Red flags do not change to green. I'm telling you, we need some shirts made.
I mean,
the biggest issue is these age gaps, in my opinion. Why everybody 9 years older than the other person? Red flag in itself.
Yeah, red flag.
Why are you 32 looking at a 23-year-old?
Trifling.
Because you can't pull a 32-year-old, basically, because you live in an outhouse. I don't know. So
exactly. Like, imagine a girl come over and be like, yeah, let me go freshen up. Oh, you got to go outside down the street.
No.
You got to go to the mobile station. Here go the key.
But you see that blinking light down that alley? That's the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll be back. You ever pull I'll be back and don't be back? That's one of them. I'll be back. I can't be bothered with that. So
the outside was the best part, though. The outside was nice.
It's still a community, though.
So that wasn't just his? Why did I think he just had why did I thought that was just like a part of the add-on? I was wondering why there were so many chairs.
That's why I was in a community bathroom.
So it's a community of them little studios around there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing.
There?
Oh, that's different.
Oh,
okay.
Normally there's a house and the owner will live in a house.
Right.
And then in their backyard, they may have like one or two of those like independent, but usually the bathroom is inside of the studio. It's not outside.
So he got an older studio.
I don't know what he got going on.
Okay.
That's probably a shed.
It's a hoodio. In the hood. A hoodio.
That's another shirt. It's a hoodio.
When I seen that sink, I was like, what in the
Right.
Yeah.
That is not a bathroom, a laundry room sink or like a shed sink. That's how I said that's not like a kitchen sink.
That's his kitchen sink.
It is. I mean, you know what? I guess technically he got somewhere to stay, but You know, this
Yeah,
not
but
something.
why would you bring somebody over here
Yeah, no.
When your
like
house
that?
ain't right.
Hold
Unless you
on,
just
but David was living in his friend house, and then they moved into a studio place, him and Annie. So they was living over top of the studio, the storage place.
Yeah, but they also lived in a firehouse too. But at least they had a bathroom and a little kitchenette.
I thought you was talking about Dave and Sheila. I was about to say she felt they falling through the floor.
This old school. No, they were living way better than Robert. So,
Okay.
So, but let me read 2 more comments and I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's see. Communal living. Oh, what'd you say, Sharon? Hootatio. The Hootatio, I guess. I want to know who provided the pots and stuff with the food. That's all I want to know. And the churros. I was like, but anyways, that was their date, and that's how it was. So, y'all have any final things to say about this? Hopefully, we get to see the other 3 next week. I really want to see Mom. I want
to see Mom in the closet. I want to see her.
I'm surprised that Jasmine cut the weave out.
Listen, I think it looked good.
It did.
That little bob.
She looked nice. Because Jasmine know that Geno's not going to be paying all that cash like he was to get her hair done now that she's in Michigan.
He's so slow. Why would you
have to go
quit
to the
your job?
hood. He gonna have to go to the hood beauty supply because he ain't got no money, and get that Q, that curly Q, or the Q, whatever.
I feel like he got fired. I don't feel like he quit his job. I feel like he got fired.
I don't know why he would quit his job after he said he didn't have a job for forever because of COVID.
I think he got fired, or it was a temporary job. Because why would you quit your job when your girlfriend needs a lot of money? You really only got her because of money coming over there. That wouldn't make no sense for you to get less income. I
don't know. Geno's going to be somebody who I personally thought he was and isn't, because he really he was, as my mom would say, he showed out last night for me. He showed.
I'm just tired of hearing her saying how much she sacrificed. You ain't sacrificing nothing. What do you got? Nothing.
2 kids.
That you left easily. You left.
She's trying to bring the kids over. She got the kids' dad to agree so she could bring the kids to the U.S.
She got the dog.
That's better than what Larissa and Colty was doing. So
she should have left that dog. That dog would have been more happy in Panama.
The dog is not potty trained anyway. So
no.
Yeah, that diaper was hanging out. That's why I was like, yeah, that dog peed.
Yeah, the dog peed.
And she just pushed the dog in the stroller. I thought the dog was in the backpack when she ran up to Gino. That dog was just just rolling through the air.
The stroller kept going.
Right. And then the stroller kept going. I was like, the dog is in that stroller? I said, oh yeah, them people about to get on her.
The dog. And I'm like, he's down the corridor.
That was funny. So are we watching tonight's episode of 90 Days Before the 90 Days?
Yes.
We still watching?
What's tonight? Is that what Brandon and them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to watch them without just wanting to slap him.
Yeah, I kind of fast forward. Because I already know how the story ends.
Just sick. Just messed up. What in the world?
I kind of gave up on B90, honestly.
Okay, well,
I'm still watching it.
For those who it should be finale like really soon. It should be
by the end of the month.
Yeah, so that and The Last Resort, that should be over because know how that ends too. And then we have Married at First Sight finally starting with the weddings. And then in a couple of weeks we have the Family Chantel. And I know that the Jasmine show does that. So
when is the family Married at First Sight start?
November
Wednesday.
6th. The weddings start Wednesday.
Yeah.
This coming Wednesday.
Sorry, I thought we
were You doing it live on Thursday?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'll be in. I'm going to see Kirk Franklin Thursday, so I have to catch.
Maybe after all the
you
weddings,
sound just like my wife with Kurt.
We'll take after because we used to do it, with the weddings. But I'll wait for the weddings to take place because that's a little. Yeah. We'll wait for everybody to get married and see who is not going to be married. You know what I'm saying? So maybe next
get to the honeymoons.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll
Like,
come back.
who got that? Whoever left early was so smart. God really came down on you and helped you because Pastor Cal and them is not the way. They don't know how to find love.
Not the way.
I would tell Pastor Cal, I believe your love ticker is only for your wife, and that's the only love you know how to find because it's
And
no way.
Yeah,
And
it's
Dr.
LUV.
Pepper, do you live with your love again? No, you don't.
No, they live in like two separate rooms or houses or
Houses, I think.
Absolutely.
down the street.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But them the experts. What expert? See,
Right.
but I'm gonna watch it though.
Okay. Like so we'll start with the honeymoons with Married at First Sight. And
Okay.
then you mentioned when was Family Chantel? That's November. So maybe the Jasmine show and we can talk behind the scenes, can collab on one of those shows if they watch it again. Because I know they do that as well. So we're here to support everybody.
Well, I thought they been broke up. They still like
This is the last
whatever.
hurrah. This is the
Yeah.
show how everything went down, and even Scott's going to be appearing on some of these episodes.
Yes, it's
And
Scott.
Lydia. So East Scott,
Did that fight already happen, or that's on this season?
huh?
Which fight?
The fight with Scott and Pedro.
That's
Oh, no,
coming
this
up.
season.
That's coming up this season. That's coming up.
Scott was strong. I ain't gonna lie. Pedro, he might have pushed Pedro back to his country. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's coming up. So I'm looking forward to it. So, but thank you everybody who joined today. I appreciate it. Hopefully next week we'll get the rest of the couples so we can see the other red flags that aren't turning green either.
Yeah.
So
All right, y'all have a good night.
have a good night. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Good night.